Yo, what's good? It's Mastermind MMA, and this video is going to be on Tyron Woodley. So, Tyron Woodley was on the MMA Hour today. They're doing one every single day this week for Mayweather McGregor, and I guess he went on there. I didn't watch it yet. I just saw the headline, but he went on and he told Ariel Helwani that he wants to contend for the middleweight belt. And I'm just going to read you his quote. Show me a number one contender. I beat the best guy twice. I beat the best grappler in the entire division. Who am I going to fight next? Show me a true number one contender. There isn't one. If there isn't a true number one contender, I may move up to 185 and show Michael Bisping or George St. Pierre what's up. But those two guys don't want to fight me either. So what do I think about this? All right. Tyron, if you didn't get the GSP fight at 170, there's no point in going up there trying to chase that because they're not going to give that to you. They're not going to make that for you. At this era of the super fights, that's no problem for a champion to go up, especially someone who's been a little established. But the problem is your performances. You see, you said you beat the best guy twice, Stephen Thompson, which I do believe you did. But the first card was scored a draw, and your second fight, on paper, by the 10-point must system rules, there is an argument that Stephen Thompson won that fight. Just by the pure lack of action, the forward movement won him rounds. So, I believe Woodley. I agree with Woodley. I do believe he won both those fights. I don't even think the first one should have been a draw. He rocked Thompson multiple times in both fights. So I give you that. But I gotta lay the landscape how it is. So you had two shitty series of fights to the fans. This is the general consensus now. And then you're coming off the Damian Maia one. Now, that's not doing anyone any favors because we know matchup-wise, at least for me, the fight we got was the fight I expected. And I didn't expect it to be any more or any less. I expected it actually to be less because I thought that it would be more boring than it was. And it was pretty boring. But that's just the nature of the matchups. So I'm not blaming T. Wood for that. Although he could have taken a little more risks and got the finish. But, if he loses his belt, no one's going to... He probably won't even get another immediate title shot. So he'd have to work his shit back. So I could understand from his perspective why he's not taking risks. Now, trying to go up. A Bisping-Woodley fight, I think Woodley would win that. GSP Woodley, man, I don't know. But I know that's not a fun fight. I don't think that'll be a Lawler Condit type fight or a Gaethje Johnson type fight. I know that. Now, here's just what I have to say, man. Establish yourself as a dominant champion. Kind of have some more fights, go on a run where people just, you're synonymous with being champion, like a John Jones, a GSP. Defend against Jorge Masvidal. I know Masvidal Thompson have a fight coming up. If Masvidal loses badly, then there really is no real contenders in the division. Now you have to wait. But if Masvidal wins, fight Masvidal. Get that under your belt, make it a good, fun fight, and then go up. But as of right now, off the heels of the Damian Maia fight, to go up and challenge Bisping or GSP, that's not it, my man. That's not it. You gotta kind of go on the DJ path for a little bit before, you know what I mean? Or just have fun fights, man. I get it, and I get you're being safe as a champion, but you're not going to have the fans clamoring to see you go up and wait and then be possibly the the top of two divisions when you're not that entertaining. And I'm not saying that as what I think of him as a fighter. I'm saying for the entertainment value. And how are you going to have a non-entertaining super fight? You know what I mean? Like, that shit is boring as fuck. Who wants to see that? Like, a shitty style matchup fight, but they're both champions. Like, what kind of shit is that? So no one wants to see a boring super fight. By nature, a super fight should be some crazy shit. It should be some fun shit. It should be some entertaining man on man combat shit. You know, hand to hand, man to man, real shit. So, you know, for him to just kind of be like, oh, there's no contenders, I'm gonna go up. Man, that division's already clogged. There's already an interim champion waiting to unify. So you think before we even get the unification bout at middleweight, we're gonna have the 70 champ insert himself in? Nah. And then another thing is, Tyron Woodley openly admitted that before, when Romero was the number one contender, when Woodley was trying to get the fight with Bisping, he said, listen, I don't want no smoke with Romero. So if you're trying to get two belts just to get two belts, I'm not trying to see that. Unless you're trying to dominate and defend simultaneously both divisions, I'm not trying to see that. Unless you're trying to have a little more entertaining fights, I'm not trying to see that. And I'm not a T-Wood hater or anything. I'm just speaking how kind of the consensus and the climate of the game is. So, yeah, man, if you want to go up, by all means. But I think you need a palate cleanser at 70 to get. You need like a fun ass fight with Masvidal where you knock his ass out. Because keep in mind, you knocked out Lawler, but fans didn't get like that oh shit fight. It was just like nothing, knockout. Thompson fight. Nothing, knockdown. And then the second fight, nothing all the way till the end, then the knockdown. And then in the Maya fight, knockdown early, nothing. Stuff. So you need a good fight at 70, and then we'll talk, because he does have the capabilities. He does have the ability. He really does have the possibility of being a very entertaining fighter. Look at Nate Marquardt versus him for the Strikeforce belt. But then look at how he went out in that Nate Marquardt fight. So T-Wood, man, that's all I have to say, bro. Just fucking get more entertaining fights and then move up. And wait till the division gets unclogged a bit. Don't move up to try to fight a GSP. Don't move up to try to fight a Bisping. Maybe move up to try to fight a Whitaker. I could respect that more. Because then, you know, he's proved he's a force in the division. He's taken out high-class middleweights. Every middleweight that people were afraid of, minus Rockhold, Mousasi, and Weidman, he's taken out. So, shit, you know. If after all this plays out and he fights Masvidal and then he's willing to unify with Woodley, not even unify, he's ready to go up and fight Whitaker, who would be the unified champ, then I'd be willing to see that. But if you're trying to insert yourself into this Bisping GSP situation right now and get immediate next, I'm not trying to see that. You already know it's Mastermind MMA.